Hi, I'm Tom Laughlin, and I'm here to announce a series of seminars that I'm going to be giving on the internet. Seminars that I sit here and give the lecture and take questions, and people who sign up for it get to participate, hear the lecture and participate, and I go back and forth and take questions. It's an internet seminar. It's a new type of classroom, and I'm very excited about the 4 seminars that I'm going to be giving. The first one is on cancer, the new remarkable treatment for cancer. The 6 psychological factors. These 6 factors must be treated if you want to, 1, avoid developing a cancer, and 2, succeed in the medical intervention treatment of your cancer. This is a superb, major insight into the role that the mind and the emotions play in developing a cancer and in successfully medically treating the cancer. This seminar is going to show you how to recognize these 6 factors and, if you have them, how to remove them if you want to avoid getting a cancer, or if you want to successfully treat your cancer and make sure the medical treatment lasts. This is by Dr. Edward Gilbert, MD, the radiation oncologist at the prestigious Eisenhower Medical Center in Palm Springs. A benchmark in the recognition of causal factors that must be included in cancer prevention and treatment. This remarkable new therapy will change your life as it has mine and my patients. The beautiful professional woman had a stage 4 ovarian cancer. And by the grace of God, she got the correct and brilliant medical treatment. And she fanatically, religiously practiced our therapy. And today, she is cancer-free, free. And I also had a Wall Street genius, one of the most brilliant minds I know, develop a cancer that had metastasized. And by the use of it, he openly and kindly credits me with saving his life. Now, he's too generous because his doctors did an incredible job medically. I did help with the psychological treatment. Now, there's more. When Ray Charles was on his deathbed in Cedars-Sinai from cancer, his friend, the genius, the Hall of Fame musical genius of geniuses, Quincy Jones, called me in, and alongside Dean Ornish, the brilliant pioneer cardiologist of prevention of cardiac arrest, I treated Ray, who, along with his wife and his friends and doctors, were very, very impressed with the help we gave Ray at the last stage of his life. I'm happy to say that our therapy was very beneficial to Ray and his wife and his friends, Quincy and others. They were very grateful. Quincy's brother, who had a terminal cancer, says that his brother, the last 6 months of his life, had only 2 books on his nightstand, the Bible and our book on therapy, which is now going to be available to you in this internet seminar. Our therapy, I had gone back to the University of Cincinnati's medical school, where I gave a seminar on this therapy. And the university wanted to put up $5 million to have me teach this to their therapists, their oncologists, their cardiologists, and their psychiatrists. They had the same offer at the University of Stanford University, which would tie in with Cedars-Sinai Hospital here in Los Angeles, and I would fly back once a week and train their therapists in this therapy. Well, I couldn't work it into my schedule, but you now can get the benefit of learning this therapy and how to use it to prevent yourself from getting cancer or to make sure that your medical intervention is long-term. Most medical interventions, whether it be surgery, radiation, or chemo, they work successful for 6 months to a year. And then, unless the immune system is rebuilt and becomes back to full strength, so it recognizes the cancer cell that appears almost every day and eliminates it, unless that gets restored, then after a year or so, there can be a remission. So with these 6 factors, and once you learn what they are and remove them, you avoid that happening, as I did. Not only are these new insights relevant to the disease of cancer, but they're relevant to a whole host of other diseases as well. Every doctor has long recognized that the emotions somehow play a role in all kinds of diseases and illnesses. There is almost never a doctor's appointment when after doing the exam, the doctor doesn't ask the patient, have you been under stress lately? Somehow knowing stress creates biochemical changes that affect and damage the immune system ability to fight off disease, all kinds of disease, from strokes, heart attacks, cancers, ulcers, all kinds of disease. In this seminar, we're going to not only prove to you that the mind and the emotions play a role in many cancers, but we're going to show you exactly how. How does an idea, a non-material spiritual thing, affect and make real change in the material world, in the biochemistry? We're going to show you how the mind and emotions create biochemical changes in the body that completely destroy the immune system's ability to fight a cancer, and how you can use the same mind and same emotions to create the biochemicals that make the immune system strong again and make it possible to successfully join in your medical intervention, whether it be surgery, chemistry, radiation. This is an extremely important breakthrough in not only proving the mind and the emotions do create a cancer, but exactly how they do, what changes they make in the biochemistry of the body, and especially the immune system, that make the cancer come back and destroy it. This is a major, major breakthrough in the understanding of the role the mind and emotions play in not only disease, but especially cancer. Most important, this discovery shows us that by removing the 6 factors from the patient's life, we can fundamentally change not only the quality of the patient's life, but we can shape the negative biochemistry being produced by these 6 factors every day, and thereby significantly increase the chances for successful long-term remission, which I've enjoyed, being free of my throat cancer for 11 years now. This seminar is going to deal with the surprising results of a 10-year anecdotal study we made of approximately 1,000 cancer patients. And in this study, it showed these 6 factors appeared more than all the other factors for cancer combined. All of them. 80% had these 6 factors in their lives of the cancer patients, while less than 20%, only 20%, had a known carcinogen such as smoking or asbestos, and even less than 15% had the other known causes of cancer such as genetics or viruses or bacteria. Now, the only exception to this was sun cancer. But this was an amazing discovery that psychological factors create the biochemistry in the immune system that destroy the immune system's ability to kill cancer cells when they appear. With the discovery of these psychological factors, we can now successfully rejuvenate the immune system and the biochemistry right down to the cell itself, and we show you pictures of how the immune system, when it's sick and weak, can't fight off the cancer cell. But the strong immune system not only immediately recognizes there's a cancer cell, it sends off the army to kill it, and the cancer disappears without causing any problem. This is a major, major breakthrough. With this book, 6 Factors, the age-old argument as to whether or not the mind plays a role in causing, treating, or preventing cancer went to a whole new level. And for the first time, we were able to answer questions that have never been answered successfully before, which you're now going to get to hear in this internet seminar. For example, if 2 people get the same carcinogen, the papilloma virus, smoking, whatever, why does only one develop a cancer and the other not? Now, for the first time, we can answer that question. Another question that has baffled medical experts is, why is it that if 10 women go to the same doctor with the same breast cancer and the same stage of development and are given the same medical treatment, why is it that 3 will last 2 years, 4 will last 4 years, 3 more may last 6 years, and 2 may last 10 years? Why the dramatic difference in survival rates? The psychological factors are what we discovered make the difference, the huge difference in survival rate. All treatments, whether they be surgery, radiation, chemo, they worked at the beginning, maybe 6 months, a year. And then, because we all have cancer mutations in our body every day, cancer cells are formed that the immune system recognizes and kills. Why at a sudden time does it suddenly stop killing? Why does it fail? Now, these are the 6 factors we found that make this happen. Medicine could never answer the question, why is it that children adopted at birth develop every disease according to the genetic parents, no matter who adopts them, except cancer? Cancer is not genetically inherited. Instead, cancer is inherited according to the adopted parents, the psychology of the adopted parents, not their genetic parents. Why? For the first time, the 6 factors explain that, and explain that anomaly, that if the adopted parents have these psychological factors and create these psychological factors in the adopted children, then the adopted children will develop a cancer, not according to their genetic parents. Though with some cancers, there has been spectacular increase in the dramatic treatment and survival rates. Overall, the treatment survival rates for cancer has been a dismal failure. Since 1950, after almost $1 billion has been spent on trying to find out the causes and treatments of cancer, the success rate has been a dismal failure, an increase of only 11%, from 38% to 49%. Obviously, a dismal failure. Obviously, cancer research is overlooking something, and that's something we have now stumbled upon and discovered, which is the 6 psychological factors and the role that the emotions and mind play in creating and successfully treating a cancer. Another question that the discovery of these 6 factors gives us an answer that we haven't had before is why, as every doctor knows, occasionally, rarely, there is a patient's passionate belief in the treatment they're receiving. The passionate belief in has a spontaneous remission, just magically happen, even in an advanced cancer. Why? The psychological knowledge of the role the psyche plays explains that for the first time. Finally, this book and this discovery of these 6 factors and this seminar will show you why one kind of socio-support group can be constructive and very valuable, and another very destructive, including some of those offered in our most prestigious hospitals and by some of the best-selling alternate therapists. One of them can be very constructive and the other can be extremely destructive unless they understand and are treating these 6 factors, which you'll learn about in our seminar. The underlying reason one has a neurosis, or in many cases a physical illness including some cancers, is because some aspect of the personality is being prevented from being developing. Some unknown potential talent, ability, skill, attitude, or even perceptual capacity is not being allowed to be added to the conscious personality where it is. The secret of healing lies in creating an environment that allows each of us to consciously develop this hidden aspect of our personality, to create an environment that frees us to live up to our full potential instead of someone else's expectation. This is my quoting Carl Jung, the great psychiatrist and discoverer of alternate therapy. For information on how to join our seminars, please go to our website, billyjack.com, and there we're going to give 4 seminars, 4 hours, 1 hour a week, 4 hours, for $25 an hour. And we're going to limit it to 30 people. And it'll be on the internet, and it'll be interactive, so you can talk back. Go to the Billy Jack website for details on how to join. But basically, just to reserve your space in the 30 that we'll accept, please remit $50 now, and then you'll pay the other $50 for the last 2. I know if you're suffering from cancer like I did, you will find this very, very helpful, very useful. And not only for helping you with your cancer, but we just find the therapy really dramatically improved our lives in every aspect. Once the fear of cancer was long gone, it still made dramatic, wonderful changes in the life we lead and the psychology of our life. So I hope you'll join us, and I hope we'll be of the help that we've been to so many others. God bless you, and thank you again.